Hey guys, it's Rachel and welcome back to another video. And today recently I downloaded TikTok kind of as a joke. Just kind of wanted to see what all the hype was about, and I see that there's a lot of artists on TikTok. So today I am attempting to become a TikTok artist. Before we get started with the video, I just wanted to quickly say thank you guys so much for 10,000 subscribers, and I'm gonna have a video coming up that's just about the 10K subscribers and like what I'm doing for that. I'm waiting on some things in the mail, so I can't exactly do it right now, but I just wanted to say before we get into it, thank you guys so much for all the support and for 10K subs. So I thought if we're trying to be a TikTok artist, we need to do some research. So I've got TikTok pulled up, and we're going to take a look at what artists are making on TikTok. Also, you guys can follow me on TikTok at Scribbles with Rachel. I haven't posted anything yet, but we're about to. Alright, let's look at some art, shall we? We'll look at the top stuff. This guy's going through all of his old art. Okay. So they just showcase some art. Okay, I'm taking notes. This guy's got some pastels. I like his use of color. It's really cool. So it seems like a lot of the editing is they take like really short like clips and then kind of mash it up, so like it's a progression thing, but it's not sped up. It's really cool actually. Okay, another painting one. So lots of just like short clips, it looks like. And then it seems like at the end when they're revealing it, they always like have the camera on the piece of paper and then it like zooms out. I see a lot of this stuff too, where they do like one brush stroke and then that's the end of the clip. And they like kind of hide the whole art throughout the whole thing and just show you the brush strokes, and then they reveal it at the end. From what I can see, a lot of the art on TikTok is paintings. There's not a whole lot of like marker stuff. There's a little bit of digital stuff, but it's a lot of like painting, pastels, that kind of material. So we're probably gonna do one of those. And then it's a lot of quick cuts, like one brush strokes, and then it goes to the next one. And then there's a big reveal at the end where it zooms out. So I guess we should try it out. So I picked my song, and I have like my art up. Now I'm gonna do like a first clip of like all the supplies and like the basic drawing, and then we're gonna get into like starting. Alright, so I decided to go with pastels for this piece, and you'll be able to see how shortly I begin to regret this, because I found these really cheap pastels downstairs that have been in my house for probably like 10 years, and they're even worse than crayons, so it's okay, but it's fine. Crayons are almost better than these, to be completely honest, because pastels are meant to blend really nice. The harder you push, like the more ink or like pigment you put onto the paper, and the better they blend, but the harder they push, just the worse they got. So bear with me, as this is definitely not the best I could do, but I was making do with what supplies I decided to use. So my goal was to make something very eye-catching, especially for my first video, because TikTok is something it's very like short attention span thing. It's going to be something that you need to catch attention really fast. So especially for my first video, I wanted to do something very eye-catching. So I did very bright colors, and then I decided to do realism. I did realism because it's something that takes a lot of technical skill and takes a lot of knowledge, so it's something that's harder to do, and therefore a lot of people do it on TikTok because it's more surprising and people like to look at it more. So as you saw, I did have a reference image at first, and I just used that basically for the pencil sketch, and then kind of referencing where the light hits his face, and then I kind of just like went for it with colors. I was like, I want half of his face to be pretty dark and the other half to be like warm colors, so it's got cool and warm colors on the face. And then I made sure to also break up the cool side with some warm colors in it, so that it's not like a complete line down the middle, and it adds a little bit of taste to the whole thing. My only solution for how bad these blended, which you'll see kind of like later in the video, was to go over it with either a white or a pink and just try to smooth it out as much as I possibly could. It still wasn't great, but it's the best I could do. It kind of just made a lot of the like white parts that I couldn't fill in kind of blend in with the actual color. Another thing that I could do was add some texture. So as you guys saw in the actual TikToks at the beginning of the video, one of the artists, he took like a pencil or something sharp and went over it on the pastels, and it added like this cool line texture, which you'll see kind of towards the end of the video, which I do, and this kind of just breaks up all those like really bad transitions, and hopefully makes it a little bit more eye appealing. I wanted to talk about how TikTok can actually help artists and getting exposure, because as much as TikTok can be joked about and it can seem as like not very serious. It's something that's actually really good for artists or people in general in order to get their name out because of just how fast TikTok is growing as a platform. So I would recommend to anyone, even if they have a small audience, a big audience, to use TikTok to your advantage. It's something that's growing a lot. People get famous off of it pretty easily. It's just something that you have to put the effort into. I'm not saying that I'm going to try to attempt to get TikTok famous, but I will probably keep posting some art on there, just keep that social media platform going as I do on any other social media platform, and see what happens. After studying other TikToks and kind of seeing how TikTok people use music, I kind of was able to cater my music choice to TikTok. So I wanted something that had a beginning that had like a few beats to it, so I could have a few different clips of just like the basic art, and it could like cut to the beat. And then I wanted it to be like pretty upbeat but like not too intense, and then I wanted some kind of like beat drop at the end for the big reveal. So I chose a Bozzy song. I can't put it in this video because I'll get copyright striked, but if you look at it on TikTok, you guys can see it. But this is something that a lot of TikTokers do, especially artists, is they have something that's very big at the end to kind of reveal the piece. I thought I would talk vaguely about how I do a piece like this where it's not natural colors and it's just a lot of very bright colors like this. So a lot of the transitionary colors are going to be things like orange, pink, purple, green. They are necessary prime colors. So as you can see under his right eye where the yellow is, I put green next to where it would go into blue because yellow and blue make green. So technically when they would mix together, it would make that green, and that's why I put it there. It's a very good transitionary color. If I'm going to transition from a red to a yellow, it's going to be an orange. So it's a lot of things where what is the color that mixes in between those two colors. Also, going from warm to cool colors, I used pink a lot because although pink is technically a warm color because it's red and white together, it's also seen a lot in cool color palettes because it's very similar to purple. So when I was going from a blue to a warm color or from purple to a warm color, I could just throw some pink in between, and then it worked perfectly to transition. I decided to swap the sides for the hair, so I had the cool colors for the hair on technically the warm side, which was the left side, and then the warm colors on the right side. I decided to do this to just kind of break up that line and make it not as predictable, I guess, and I kind of talked about this before, how I put some warm colors on the cool color side to just break that up and get rid of that harsh line down the middle. And then the only time I decided to use black was in instances that I needed something darker than my darkest purple or blue. So in the eyebrows, around the eyes, and under the neck is places that I needed something darker than that blue. And it kind of broke up all the color in the piece and added more contrast to the piece as a whole. Alright guys, that was my best attempt at being a TikTok artist. The art didn't turn out that great because the pastels I used were super cheap. Otherwise, it was really fun to make. If you guys want to follow me on TikTok, it's at Scribbles with Rachel if you want to see that art. I will probably post more art on there at some point while I'm making other art. Again, my next video, or sometime soon, I'm going to have my 10K video up once I have the stuff in the mail. So stay tuned for that. If you guys enjoyed this video, go ahead and leave a like, leave a comment down below. Let me know what you guys want to see next on my channel. And don't forget to subscribe for more awesome art videos. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye!